No, thank you, ma'am.
Hello, I am Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto extremely easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. So thanks for joining us on our keto journey.
Indeed. Well, hey, happy Monday.
Yeah, Monday is a good day.
Our kids have this entire week off, and so we're trying to figure out stuff that we can do with them. But
Yeah, we're going to go to a couple museums and a pumpkin patch.
Yep.
And try not to kill them. I mean, sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah. Anyway, Storm Chasing Gal is here from Jenks. Mike is here as well. So is Nancy from the Pacific Northwest.
Hello.
Lynn says good morning. Amber is here
Hi,
also.
Amber.
Sandra says hey from North Carolina.
Hi, Sandra.
Is it afternoon already there? Yeah, it is afternoon now. What the heck?
Why are we at noon?
Well, because we're in the mountain time zone and not in the
still
eastern time
asleep.
zone.
I actually have had a headache for like 3 days.
Oh.
I'm a little bit over it.
Joanna's here from Mesa. Kendra says howdy. Lori's here as well. So is Mimi.
Hi, Mimi.
Don says, never got on your
Hi,
live
Lori.
before. Well, welcome.
Oh, Don, thanks for coming.
Welcome, welcome. Jen is here. Thinks your hair looks fantastic.
Thank you.
And Amber got minerals and a few Keto Chow packs on Saturday. Nice. Joanna's here. Today is 65th birthday. 1, 2, 3.
Joanna's-
Oh, sorry, Donna. Not
Sorry.
Joanna.
I just want to make
Yes.
sure we're going to say the right name.
It's also Barry's birthday.
Okay.
Do you want to sing at the same time, or do you want
Is
to?
Barry here?
No, I don't think, not yet at least.
Maybe.
Well, we'll sing to Donna right now. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Donna. Happy birthday to you.
We were not in the same key for the start of that.
Okay.
So sorry.
Well, it's because I don't have my pitch pipe.
It's a little dissonant.
Suzanne says good morning. Barb says happy to see you looking happy and
Oh,
healthy.
thank you.
Tom's here from Orlando. Joe and Rachel are just leaving Orlando.
Oh, cool.
They've been there hanging out with John Paul and Michelle.
Funsies.
Penny is here from Everett, Washington. Storm Chasing
Penny.
Gal wants to know, do we have snow yet? We had a little bit of snow like
In the mountains.
3 weeks ago,
Probably
and
melted
it melted
already.
right away.
It's too hot to keep snow. Yeah.
Well, that says a week for fall break. Our kids only got 2 days off. Yes, but
kids get a
you
whole
probably anyway. Utah mandates that kids are in school a certain number of days,
Yes.
and so depending on how many breaks and how many days off, that means that they either start earlier or end earlier.
And have different teacher work days
Yeah.
and all the things
It all works out to be exactly the same.
somehow.
Let's see. Deborah's here from Naperville. Loves butterscotch. Synergy says hello from sunny Lakeland, Florida. I'm on my lunch break, so I can be here. That's
Nice.
awesome.
That's why we're at lunchtime.
Okay, Joanne says, hi Keto Chow, I've never seen you live. Haven't tried to the Chow, but 2 years keto. I've seen lots and should have tried. I look forward to it. I hear I heard probably allulose in a few of the products. So we don't have allulose in any of our products at all.
That's correct.
We do have stevia in the core products, or no sweetener. We have pure sucralose, not to be confused with Splenda, that has a
Right.
lot of starch in it and will absolutely raise your blood sugar. The stuff that we use will not raise blood sugar. And there's also monk fruit in the natural strawberry. So
Right.
there you go. Welcome. Let's see. Yeah, Donna says, thank you for
so
the birthday.
much.
Maybe
You're
me speak good. Nana says we had a fall party this
Pat.
weekend. Pat. Nanu Pat.
That's her grandma name.
Oh, what, Nanu?
Her name is Pat.
Okay. Anyway, Keto Chow fit perfectly. Pumpkin sausage soup and apple pie cheesecake.
Yes.
We made-
why did I not bring that?
We
for
made a
lunch
quadruple
today?
batch of the pumpkin sausage soup. Max helped me out because I said, do you want to have some of this? He's like, oh yeah, I'll come help you make it. But
Yeah,
we
you
had that
guys
for
Worked a long time. on
Miriam's family came over yesterday, and we had our monthly
that. Dinner.
family dinner thing.
It was good.
And I was kind of pulling a blank on what we should make. And Miriam was filming a bunch of stuff on Saturday, and I just decided that we were going to make the pumpkin sausage soup, and it worked out really
was
well.
really good.
The funny thing is, using a food processor, so with the spinning blades, It takes as long to make one batch as it does to make 4.
Yep.
In fact, the only difference was it took a bit longer to cook all of the sausage
Yes.
because I needed a giant pan.
And you made enough that we have put some in the freezer for our Halloween party at our church.
Yep.
That we're going to take soup to also.
I put 2 or 3 in the freezer and totally dropped them. Caught them with my foot, hurt like crazy, just a little bit popped out.
All over your foot?
No, actually on the ground. Like a
Was that this
tablespoon,
morning or last
yes.
night?
Like a tablespoon got on the ground. And some of it got in my hand and I'm like,
That's sad.
that's delicious. Anyway, so it's in the freezer. It's
Oh my
all
gosh.
good. I was like, no!
Oh,
Like, I will sacrifice my foot. It'll heal.
oh gosh. Because
Actually-
there wasn't a lot of space for it,
No,
except for on top of the Ninja Creamies. That's where it would go.
I put it in the outside freezer. Anyway,
Even
Synergy
worse.
says it's no snow in
it out
Central
there.
Florida because it's 81.
Yeah.
Shauna is here as well. Storm Chasing Gal got some lab work and cholesterol is 116. Wow.
Ooh.
Now, just be aware, studies have shown that particularly for women, older women, to be super specific,
Older.
where we're talking above age 50, having a higher total cholesterol is correlated to less chance of dying.
Isn't that crazy?
It's called overall mortality. So, although they will still prescribe you a statin if you have
Yep,
high
they sure
cholesterol,
will.
that high cholesterol is associated with not dying
And
from
we're just
everything.
not sure why, because there's so much we need to learn about the human body
Yeah.
still.
Like if you have low cholesterol, like really low, like what your doctor wants you to have, you tend, for older women, you tend to die more from stroke and diabetes and a
Weird.
bunch of other things.
Weird.
So,
Really
anyway,
weird.
Deb's watching from work. Hi there.
Deb, how are you?
B-Dog says just got back from Formula One in Austin.
Oh, how
nice.
cool is that?
Gina's here.
Gina.
Sandra says chocolate core. Oh my goodness, I could just open the envelope and smell the chocolate.
Yes, I could do that.
Nancy's here from Clearmont, Florida.
Hi, Nancy.
Is Clearmont where the Metabolic Health Summit is going
Claremont
to be?
is where they did the little meetup
Oh, okay.
the other day. Oh, it might be next to Metabolic Health. That is
Right by Tampa.
not Clearwater.
Clearwater. That's right.
I don't see why
Clear
Claremont
something.
and Clearwater would sound the same.
Tom made the sausage pumpkin soup yesterday. This is the first time I've used Keto Chow in a recipe instead of a shake. It was
Oh,
good.
and you love
Nice.
it? I'm so glad.
Mike says I've never actually seen a monk fruit. I literally wouldn't know it. No, neither would I.
Neither would I.
It's a
It's
little
a weird
melon.
looking.
They only have them in China.
Mm-hmm.
Mimi went to look for more butterscotch and it's gone. It's delicious.
I'm so
delicious.
sorry. Yes, it's gone.
Tia says, good morning, everyone. How much butter do we add to Keto Chow? Is it half a cup? Okay, so it depends on your personal needs.
Right.
So if you go
you for
to
asking
our
that question.
website, and I make the thing big,
Big.
and you go in here to learn, and you go to how to make Keto Chow,
Yep.
there is, here's this add a fat source and this handy little calculate your fat. So you put in your calorie target for the day. That could
And that's
be
including all your
1,800.
food, not just the keto
Yes.
chow you want to eat.
Peanut butter has slightly different macros because it's got some, additional fat in it.
Yeah.
What's your unit of measurement? It could be fluid ounces or tablespoons. I'm just going to do milliliters because makes the math easy. If you're using heavy cream, it would be 121
That seems
milliliters.
like a lot.
Or 59. Well, 118 is 4 ounces. So there you go.
Okay.
So let's switch this to tablespoons because we're looking at butter. If you want 600 calories per
Per
shake,
shake, which is a lot.
That
But
would
if you're
be
using it for a meal, for
4
real,
tablespoons of butter. So there you go. As far as how much to use what is appropriate to
did
you.
you want to grab that link? and throw it
No,
in there?
I'm just going to let them. Nope. Mike says, what
They
brand of
have to
sausage
find
do you
it
prefer in the
themselves.
soup? I want to make it sometime. I use the Jimmy Dean.
Yeah. Or like the
there's-
Walmart brand.
Yeah, I just used whatever.
Pork sausage.
Donna wants to know, pumpkin sausage soup uses which Keto Chow? So that one,
Pumpkin.
we're going to
spice.
go here.
Keto
Going to go to kitchen. We're going to go to recipes.
It's so
There's this search and filter, and I'm just going to type sausage.
Sausage.
And it is right there. It uses the pumpkin spice caramel right there.
And it does call for pumpkin puree, and it makes it like 6 carbs a serving. So if you want to have less carbs per serving, you can put half the amount of pumpkin in.
You can indeed.
It's just not going to taste the same. So just be aware that that's the case. What we like to do also is put cream cheese and, not cream cheese, sour cream and cheese on top.
Yeah.
That takes down
My lady Laugh-A-Lot is here. So is Alan and Rita.
Hello. Hi, Alan.
And
Rita.
Synergy asked the same question about the sausage. Yeah, again, it's just I use
Pork sausage.
I use the 2-pound giant things because it was a bit cheaper. Goomba Lord is here.
Hi.
Pat says, I have to come to realize there are 2 kinds of people, those who love pumpkin sausage soup and those who haven't tried it yet.
Right?
I don't know. Our son, Sam, actually, he likes it, but
Well, it's too spicy for him.
he uses a really
He's
lot.
like, I'll
of
have
it.
an entire cup of sour cream and some cheese. He actually had some on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's weird.
Judy's here from Stansbury
just
Park.
can't stand this.
Well, and on Sunday, with Miriam's family came over, I actually deliberately put the pumpkin sausage soup at the end of the buffet line
Yes.
with a lot of small bowls next to it, because Miriam's brothers have a lot of little children, which we used to have little children as well, and little children tend to get a lot of stuff and then never eat it.
He does not want that soup wasted.
I do not want that soup wasted. Period.
I don't think any of you even tried it.
No, none of the kids did because I put it at the very end.
And then they were all full of stuff.
They ate the mummy dogs, the hot dogs wrapped in rolls, but they didn't waste the sausage soup. And yeah. Anyway. Judy's here from Stansbury Park.
Hi, Judy. That's close by.
Pat uses Tennessee Pride, 1 roll of hot and 1 roll of regular.
Oh, that sounds
I use
yummy.
poblano peppers and green peppers. I omitted the jalapeno and cayenne. Yeah, on the recipe it says that the cayenne, the red pepper, is very optional, and we never use it. We used it once, and it was super hot. And it was, to me, it was detrimental.
We can't handle any kind of heat.
I can handle
He can more than me.
But
I'm pretty wimpy.
if it makes it so it doesn't taste as good because it's just too spicy, that's where I draw the line. This is where I draw the line.
But this is like enough sweet and enough spicy. It's just like,
B-Dog likes Polish sausage in the soup.
oh, that sounds
Okay,
good.
so Jen says the Indie Friendsgiving was fantastic. Jackie made pumpkin sausage soup and brisket, and there was so much good food and fellowship.
I would put that pumpkin sausage soup right on the
There
brisket.
were 4 or 5 meetups on Saturday.
Amazing.
It was super awesome.
I'm so glad. You gotta have fun. How cool is
Let's
that?
see. Penny is here. Good morning. Amber says, I shared about the core product to a
thank
friend that
you.
has no problems with all protein powders. Next order, I need to add a single pack for her. She has problems with other beef proteins. That's interesting.
Okay. Well, it's good to know.
Oh, that has had problems. I thought it said that it has no problems. Yeah, it has had problems with other protein powders. Well, that's awesome. Amber says, wondering if it is their fibers. Oh, that she has had problems with?
Yeah, maybe.
Now, a lot of protein, most protein
It's like
powders
whey
out there
protein.
don't have fiber in it at all.
It just depends.
Yeah, it
They
does.
do
There's
have
the-
other things, though. You have to kind of look at every ingredient and just take it down to the bare minimum, right?
Yep. Tom is getting 5 packets of butterscotch today, along with a new blender bottle. Nice. And Penny says, I'm loving all these different renditions of the pumpkin soup. It sounds delicious.
So good.
And it's funny. So I made I actually recommend that you always make a recipe following the instructions that the creator of the recipe lays out.
Right.
For instance, on the pumpkin sausage soup, they say, okay, you want to use some coconut oil, I think, and brown it in a pan, and then you want to do this, and then you want to do that, and then add the things in this particular order, and blah, blah, blah. Once you've done it once, the way the recipe creator has designed
Change it
it,
to the way you like it.
then do it just however you want. So for us, the way that we make the pumpkin sausage soup,
Which may be wrong.
I get the sausage going in a giant pan. I don't add any oil to it because
Cook
it's
the
got
crap
enough.
out of it.
And I use the Pampered Chef thing to break it up. Meanwhile, Max was cutting up onions, running them through a food processor to chop it up into tiny pieces. And then he was dumping that into crock pots because we quadrupled the recipe, but you can fit about 1 1/3 recipe in each of our crock pots. Well, it was 2 crock pots and a Instant Pot that we were going to use as a crock pot, as a slow cooker if you prefer.
Yes.
So we were just splitting up everything into the 3. So he was working on first the onions and then the poblanos, which are also called pasilla. Pasilla peppers and poblanos are the same thing, by the way.
Okay.
He did the jalapenos. He asked me if he should take out the seeds. I told him no. In retrospect, probably should have.
So it's a little spicy.
It was a bit spicy. Anyway, and he was just cutting it up into little tiny pieces. I'm like, just use the pulse thing. And meanwhile, I was opening up all the cans and just dumping it into the 3. And once it was done, we stirred it up a bit and then turned it on and walked away.
And Sunday morning, I put away all of the dishes that Max washed and had all lined up on all these towels on the whole side of the counter by the dishwasher. It was great.
Okay, Sandra says, I have a friend who has high cholesterol. We talk about it all the time. She finally wanted to stop arguing with her doctor, so she took the prescription of the statin, like took it from them, but is not taking it.
Yeah, that's probably what I would
Yes.
do too.
If you disagree with a prescription,
You don't have to take it.
you don't have to take it.
You're still your own boss.
Now, granted, we cannot recommend that you don't take your statin, but yeah.
I would not take a statin.
Yep. Donna says that sounds terrific for a filling fall soup. It was good enough that one of our nephews told his mom that he really liked that soup.
Didn't even taste it.
No, I'm trying to remember which one it was, but yeah, he actually asked if he could get the recipe.
Ooh,
So I measured out. I got 2 little baggies and put
bags of awesomeness.
Yeah, just the snack bags, and I measured out 2 servings of the pumpkin spice caramel keto chow because I'm like, all the other stuff you're probably going to be able to find easily, but you're going to need this. And you can make it with the salted caramel keto chow and a bunch of other ones, but anyway. Jen says I made the sweet potato casserole off the Keto Chow website, and it was delicious.
Oh, yeah. I just tasted that not that long ago, and it's good.
Synergy says I've only used a different pumpkin sausage soup recipe, and I don't recall which sausage I used. I also made it with chicken breast. That doesn't sound bad at all. Deborah says I'm making a stiff butterscotch whipped cream treat. Mix it a bit longer, but not too long, or you will have butter, which again, not a bad thing.
Yes.
She said. Synergy says I had a doctor trying to get me on statins once. At the same time, my insurance company gave me a discount for my amazing numbers. Are you serious? My LDL was off the charts high at the time. What? That's interesting.
That's funny. The insurance is probably not really paying attention.
Melita Lasloss says we met up with Evelyn, the friendship bracelet lady from KPL, and her hubby over the weekend. Nice. They live very close to us. Such a great relationship. Friendship has been created.
That's so awesome.
Suzanne says, good morning. And Brenda's here from Louisville.
Hi, Brenda.
Louisville. Sean says I blacked out. Still talking about the pumpkin sausage soup? LOL. Yes.
Never. Why would we ever talk about that? That's so weird.
We had all this stuff for dinner yesterday. I only ate the soup.
I had a hot dog without a mummy out on it. And I had some guacamole and some cheese dip on the hot dog.
And Synergy says, I got all the ingredients to make egg white bread from Amazon yesterday. Yay! It was a little too late to try it, so it'll be my next Saturday project. Going to make Wendy's butterscotch pound cake.
Oh, that sounds good.
Nice.
You know what else sounds good? Putting some pumpkin sausage soup on that bread.
Mama Marilynette says that she developed a recipe for maple pecan keto chow whipped cream. It utilizes 2 ounces of the pecan keto chow fudge.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
Let's see. Sean says I made an apple dish using chayote squash. Looking at Keto Chow gingerbread apple muffins.
Yes, that sounds yummy.
Let's see. Suzanne says I've noticed that I can eat too much fat. Why is that?
Because it tastes good.
I'm not sure the context that you're asking about, Suzanne. Susanna. I'm sorry. So I need a bit more information to be able to possibly answer
because that. Because we can always push ourselves to eat more than we need. We have to honestly check in and say, are you hungry? Because I can eat more. I can always eat more because my mouth always wants more.
Okay.
And I have to say, hold on, am I actually feeling hunger, or am I just stuffing myself full? So that's something that maybe.
Upstate Keto Girl says, I'm sitting at a pool in Tampa, just got off a cruise ship. Not looking forward to 40-degree weather at home. Tom says, I came to an agreement with my cardiologist about the statin. I've been on to cut it in half, and we'll do another blood test in 3 months to get off it completely.
Nice.
Oh, B-Dog made melt-aways, but they're frozen until after beef, butter, bacon, and eggs.
Those melt away so much.
Deborah says, has anyone used sour cream instead of heavy cream for making the pancakes? I haven't.
I think I have.
Probably would work.
Yeah, because sour cream is not that different from. You just need to thin it out or whatever. I think it'd be totally fine.
Brenda says, I can't hardly wait until you're back in Louisville. Lynette says, my LDL is currently 499 and my total cholesterol is 402. My cardiologist is keto carnivore friendly and did not even think about recommending a statin because my CAC score is still 0.
Yeah.
One of Miriam's
cousins. Yeah, it was just
he had a heart
attack, and then they found that he had a couple other heart attacks that he didn't know he had.
Yeah.
And so he learned about the CAC score, and so he's just preaching it to high heavens on his Facebook page.
Yeah.
And I didn't say, I got a 0 on mine.
So for any of you who don't know what we're talking about, a CAC is a coronary artery calcium score.
Yes.
So they use a CT scanner. They do a X-ray of your heart and look for actual deposits of calcium. So it's not so much figuring out how much inflammation and other potential danger you have.
It's just calcium.
It's actually measuring the progress of the disease in your body with a real, verifiable thing. So, hold on a second. YouTube.
The problem is the insurance doesn't cover it anymore because they don't feel like it's super necessary. Probably because you can't really do a lot to change it except for diet and exercise, right?
Yep. On YouTube, I will grab this link. There is a movie called The Widowmaker, and it's on Ivor Cummins' channel. It's a 56-minute thing. This is the full video. Long story short, there was a billionaire that lives near Ivor Cummins that had a heart attack, was completely blindsided by it, found out about the coronary artery calcium scan, and wanted to raise awareness about it. Because, again, like Miriam was saying, here in the U.S., most health insurance providers will not even pay for it.
Yeah, and it's it cost us $60.
Yeah, it was not expensive, and
it took 15 minutes.
It's required for U.S. presidents and for NASA
and why do you
astronauts.
think that is, and yet nobody else in the world is doing it?
Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that link into the chat. Recommend checking it out. It's really interesting stuff.
Hey, partners in ketosis.
Well, we're not there yet.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, Barb says, I've been diagnosed with hypertension and I'm wondering what steps I can do to reduce my high blood pressure. I don't want to go on medication. Dr. Barry will recommend that first and foremost you cut carbohydrates from your diet entirely.
Yep.
At least as much as possible. You may even want to try going carnivore. Unless you have a very specific and rare oh my gosh.
I don't know what you're going to
condition from your genetic conditions. Unless you have a very specific and rare genetic condition, hypertension is not caused by salt intake, although lowering your salt intake will change it briefly. For a couple of hours, it will lower your blood pressure, and then your blood pressure will go exactly right back to where it was. Anyhow, so yeah, his recommendation will be to eliminate carbohydrates from your diet. So there you go. Yeah, Partners in Ketosis is here. Yes.
Yeah. How are you guys?
Let's see. B-Dog says my CAC score is 480. I'm old and feeling good.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that they will point out with the CAC score is if you have gotten up to a certain number and then it stabilizes, and sometimes it can go down just a little bit.
I don't think it goes down very often.
That's almost as good as having a 0. If it stabilizes and stops the progression.
Because what you're doing is just trying to stop it from getting worse. And there's not a lot you can do about that except for eating super healthy and having a better, healthier lifestyle.
Jen is going to go get ultrasounds of the arteries and the abdomen and a CAC on the 13th.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Good job, Jen.
Mike says, I am conserving my butterscotch by mixing 2 butterscotch, 3 salted caramel, 1 chocolate toffee with butterscotch skinny syrup to make ice cream. There you go.
Okay. Keeping it lasting.
Oh yeah, and Michael points out that the only drawback with the CAC is it only shows the soft. It doesn't show soft plaque, only the calcified plaque when you do a CAC.
So you could
that
have
is true.
soft plaque that you don't see.
Partners in Ketosis says we made the cream cheese gingerbread Keto Chow balls last night.
Oh,
so good.
I'm glad. How
And
fun
Rob
is
is here.
Hi, Rob.
So, yeah, good weekend. You had a lot of fun with the kids filming a video.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get it out this week. We'll see. It's kind of a day.
I get to do payroll today.
Yeah.
Well, with your help.
I get to help.
Yes. When I say I get to do payroll, you're
Payroll
doing a lot of
gets
it
to
too.
happen.
Payroll gets to happen. And it's kind of interesting. Like we said, we're going to be doing a lot of going to different kind of staycation stuff with the kids this week.
We just blocked out a few hours every day so we could play with them. So
Yep.
that should be fun. We'll see if we can vlog it and vlog our meals and stuff.
Maybe.
Or
Cindy
maybe
says,
we'll just not.
Cindy says, both my husband and I lowered our blood pressure with me too. We did not reduce our sodium. That's interesting.
That's smart.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Okay. Cool. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be doing our longer Tuesday night live stream tomorrow evening. Just a bit of housekeeping. Next Tuesday is going to be Halloween.
Here come Halloween.
So I think we're going to do that live stream. This is next Tuesday, the 31st.
Yeah,
We're
not
probably going to do
tomorrow.
it in the morning. So.
Yeah. That's a good idea, because then the kids will be at school and we can play with them in the evening.
Lynette wants to know, did you get your hair done? It looks fabulous.
I did a couple, when Nisha and Ken were here, I did.
Yeah.
And I just haven't had it flat very much.
That's right. All right. Well, thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.